Hello and welcome to the third and final one-day international of this three-match series between Sri Lanka and England. We're back at the Sinhalese Sports Club in Colombo for the final match in this three-match series. It's another very, very warm day in Colombo. Weather is always warm at this time of year, but it's especially hot and dry at the moment, something of a heat wave in the city, which most of the tourists from England are enjoying, but it is a bit too hot for some of them. Mark Elam is coming in for Andrew Caddick, who's having a rest, and Nick Knight gets an opportunity at the expense of Michael Vaughan, who wasn't feeling well when the sides were about to be announced this morning. So two changes for England. They lost the toss and were put into bat by the Sri Lankan acting captain Marvin Atapattu. We saw poor old Sanat Jayasuriya hobbling around during the second one-day international at the Premadasa Stadium. His place taken by Tilan Samarawira. Marvin Atapattu getting the opportunity to skip for his country. It would be a proud moment for him. And today's umpires are Gamini Silva and T.H. Wijewardena.
The Sri Lankans, having won the toss, have inserted England in order to try and make use of whatever movement which is usually available here in the early morning session. There is a little bit of grass as well on this pitch, unlike the one we saw in the test match, and the Sri Lankan seam bowlers would be looking to try and exploit whatever they could get out of it.
The boundaries at the SSC ground are not as large as at Dambulla and the Premadasa Stadium, so that may mean we may see a few more boundaries. Here's Vas to Trescothick. I think Chaminda Vas stifled his appeal. The guys behind the wicket were more interested.
That ball did come back on Trescothick and also squatted a bit. There's a little bit of bat, one thought on that. And that was the reason for the stifled appeal from Chaminda Vas.
Still no run.
It was brilliantly stopped by Sangakkara. Firmly struck, but just see Sangakkara just letting the ball pass him and getting his hands tagging the shot.
At last a run. Ironic cheers from the England travelling supporters.
Not a very convincing shot, but all the same, England needed to get off the mark, and they scampered through. So England will have to come up with some ideas of trying to accelerate.
Joys are paying the penalty for drifting onto leg stump. Kumar Dharmasena with the vain chase, and that shows the difference in the shorter boundaries. That would have never gone before at Dambulla or the Premadasa Stadium. England get their first boundary at the end of the fourth over.
As you could see, the ball did race along the outfield. Kumar Dharmasena in vain pursuit.
Again, Trescothick resorting to desperate measures. He's survived. He's got that ball over Deseram at mid-on. Shot just like that cost his wicket at the Premadasa. It's 8 for no wicket after 5.
That shows the degree of frustration that Trescothick has got into. charging was, not learning from the mistake in the previous game.
Some of the organised tours from England finished their programme with the second one-day international. Supporters travelling home. Many more will be travelling home after this game in the dead of night. It's a good shot from Stewart. Picked up the length very early on and able to play that pull shot with ease.
That was well played by Stewart. He was in fact camping on the back foot, and that really wasn't short enough, but he was quickly onto it and put it away on the onside. It's a useful boundary, and that would really give Stewart some idea as to how to handle Nuwan Soiza.
That's away over point. That'll be 4 more. Nuwan Soiza paying the price for erring in length.
Once again, Stewart staying on the back foot, just waiting for that bounce and using the opportunity to free his arms. Very firmly struck.
All that area. Dropped at slip, and that'll run away to the boundary as well. Double agony for Nuwan Soiza.
Mahela Jayawardene, a very bad miss by him. A very soft sort of shot by Prescothick. Jayawardene making an awful mess of it.
Just the one slip now. Dragged it on. Unfortunate dismissal for Alex Stewart. He's gone for 14, but he's perished trying to force the pace. This is good Sri Lankan bowling and excellent stuff from Chaminda Vaas.
Good thinking by Chaminda Vaas, realizing that Alex Stewart seemed to have made up his mind to stay on the back foot, bowling that fuller length, and Stewart paying the penalty of going for the cut, getting that inside edge.
It's a blow to England. Stewart looked in better touch than Trescothick. He's gone for 14. It's 21 for 1. Pale-faced Nick Knight comes out for his first and last innings of this short one-day tour of Sri Lanka. Didn't play in the first 2 matches. Michael Vaughan turned up at the ground feeling ill this morning, so Knight has got his chance in the side. Many observers think he should be a permanent fixture in England's one-day side. End of Stewart, a little bit too close to be cutting. Dragging the ball into his stumps.
Leg slip now. Good shot. Used his feet well, and it's hammered through. Extra cover. That'll be 4. Good initiative being shown now by Trescothick. It's an excellent cover drive.
And a much better shot when he's charging. He's been going across the line when he's been running down the wicket before and then hitting it straight up in the air. This one, he's given himself a little bit of room, hit it later and through the square cover region. Much better thinking from Marcus Trescothick. Before, he'd been trying to swat that one away over mid-on.
It's hammered away by Knight this time. Glorious square cut from him. It's a good over for England so far. There's still 1 ball left.
Almost exactly what happened at Premadasa. Again, trying to bang it in. Soiza has given a bit of width tonight. He doesn't miss out. Really timed that beautifully. Rolled the wrist, kept it along the ground, into the gap. Resulted in the 4.
Was exhausted by the end of it. Bowled, gone, inside edge. That's the second English batsman who's dragged it on. Symptomatic of a little bit of uneven bounce in this pitch, but Trescothick has dabbed that on from Chaminda Vaas, he's got 2 wickets now, and England are 36 for 2.
Yes, again, the bounce has done him almost exactly the same as Stewart, just a little bit full to try and run down into that third-man area, looking for the one-day, one run, and it's come off the inside edge. Just no bounce for Trescothick, so he's got to depart. Unlucky dismissal for England. He's out for 16, 36 for 2.
Graham Hick comes in at number 4 for England in the 11th over. The score on 36 for 2. He's replacing Marcus Trescothick, who's dragged this ball on from Chaminda Vaas. Just kept a little bit low on him. Under edge, into off stump. Second England batsman to drag the ball back onto his stump. Stewart went in similar fashion.
Just give away absolutely nothing. Zoysa, he just bowls those 1 or 2 overs. He's actually bowled a maiden, but 1 or 2 overs where it gives the batsman plenty of opportunities to score.
Gone again. Third one, dragged on. This time it's Zoysa the bowler who gets the wicket, but Nick Knight is the 3rd England batsman to play on in this innings. England in trouble now at 39 for 3.
Again, a full delivery, not quite getting to the pitch of the ball. Nick Knight looking to hit it away through the offside. Just an angled bat, enough to take the inside edge, and it cannons back onto the stumps. I don't think I've ever seen that. 3 in a row, dragging it back from outside off stump. It's hit the stump side. Nick Knight, he's out for 7, 39 for 3.
In this series, Graham Thorpe, the England captain, coming in with his side in a spot of bother. 39 for 3. Thorpe coming in at number 5. Only 12 overs gone, so he's got plenty of time to shape an innings. This is the last man to go. Nick Knight dragging that on from Nuwan Zoysa from way outside off stump, cannoning into middle and leg stumps, and it's the 3rd England batsman out of 3 to get out in that fashion. Can't blame them, really. Zoysa again. Oh, what a brilliant catch that is. Sangakkara has flung himself to his right and plucked that out of the air, one-handed, and that's the end for Thorpe. England's captain goes for naught.
What can you say about this? Athletic, it's just a brilliant catch. You won't see a better one anywhere in the world. He's come off the middle of the bat, and look how far he's had to go. Sangakkara, I think he realised he was going to go with 2 and it was going too quickly, and then he had to fling out the 1. That is just magnificent. Oh, he's actually juggled it as well. It's popped out and he's got it on the rebound. That's even better. Amazing catch from Sangakkara. Graham Thorpe out first ball, 39 for 4.
Andrew Flintoff is the number 6 batsman for England, 39 for 4. He replaces his captain, Graham Thorpe, who has been quite fantastically caught by Kumar Sangakkara at backward point. Just look at this. This is absolutely stunning. He dives to his right, fumbles it, and then as he continues to fall, takes the catch in that right hand. That is quite brilliant.
Got to be said for keeping the eye on the ball. The ball's just bounced a little bit. Graham Thorpe tried to get on top of it and almost did. And look how he's kept his eye on the ball, Sangakkara, and that perhaps come from the wicket keeping. You've got to really concentrate and watch the ball into your gloves. He's a keeper by trade. Fielding at backward point, and look at the reaction from Graham Thorpe. He can't believe it. Out to a brilliant catch. Has the luck changed for him?
Just how quickly it all happened. Can't really appreciate just how good that was at full speed. Sangakkara knows just how difficult it was and what a brilliant effort it was. That's through the offside. It's a good shot from Hick. It's his first boundary and a welcome one for England.
And perhaps just the difference between Vaas and Zoysa. Just that one delivery, Zoysa, a little bit of width. Graham Hick very strong, playing the square cut, plays it beautifully too. Sangakkara didn't have too far to go, but absolutely no chance.
First wickets that fell for England, and have a look at them here. Alex Stewart, first to go. onto the stumps, bottom end. Marcus Skothick dragging that one on. And then Nick Knight dragging his from even wider. And then just have a look at this. Cut away by Graham Thorpe. Sangakkara diving away. Absolutely sensational catch that. That really is as good as it gets.
Seen some great catches in our times, and this is up with them. Absolutely magnificent effort, Sangakkara, and as soon as he set off, you knew it was good.
His second over. His first cost just 2. Back for 2.
Six balls for Graham Hitt, 39 for Flintoff. Both got 17, so they need to accelerate.
Well, the significant statistic of this partnership is that it's taken 50 minutes. And there's only been one boundary scored, that by Graham Hick. Sri Lanka fielded well in this one-day series. This is quite a rare blemish. Misunderstanding, lack of communication. At last, Flintoff registers a boundary. That was the spot he's been looking at. Straightish mid-wicket.
Well, this is the first boundary for 84 balls, and nicely played by Andrew Flintoff. He knew the fielders exactly where they were. He didn't try and hit it too hard. It's just a nice little chip over the top. The sauna out there.
Well taken catch, running in. Flintoff perishes, looking for the big shot. He managed just the one boundary in his innings. That's a big, big blow for England. Flintoff goes for 24 to another good outfield catch.
Just took the pace of it. Flintoff trying to go all the way. There was no pace to work with. He really had to try and generate himself, which means that he had to hit it straight off the middle. He didn't do that. Nice, comfortable catch. And Andrew Flintoff knows what he's done. He really has put England into a desperate situation. Played well for his 24, but he should have stayed longer. It's 88 for 5.
31 years of age. Craig White, the new batsman for England, in at number 7. Looking forward to scoring a run in the one-day international cricket. Had to give his wicket away twice, looking for quick runs in Pakistan, and he hasn't registered a single run in either game here.
Probably a good lesson for Robert Croft. See, there's 61 first one, 61, and then right down to 48 and 48. Difficult for the batsman. Set yourself at a certain pace and he changes it.
Well, there's another one bowled out. Craig White goes this time to Russell Arnold, so no one seems to be able to keep Graham Hick company. England 105 for 6 now, and another batsman drags one on.
4 in an innings. It's just absolutely amazing. It's a bounce again on just about every occasion. Perhaps Nick Knight was the only one who didn't get done by the bounce. He was playing at a wide delivery. But watch how this hits the under edge. It doesn't bounce. Craig White just looking to run it away behind point. It just succeeds in getting it onto his stumps. Out for 4, 105 for 6.
Arnold. The 4th England batsman to drag the ball onto his stumps. Mark Elam, the new batsman for Dharmasena, 7th over. Just thought for a second that might have carried back to Dharmasena. Just short of him. Elam straight down the ground, he's got hold of that. And he's got a maximum for it. Well played, Mark Elam.
There's only one shot that they need to look at from the whole innings, and that's it. Dump that off, have a good look at it, get a video of that shot down the ground. Here it comes again. Intent. Bags of room down there. It's happened once, well, I'll say in 3 matches.
Now, I have a feeling the third umpire wouldn't have been needed there, Ranji.
That really was a bad miss by Kalavithana, grabbing that ball in his anxiety to get the bails off quickly, and Elam recovering.
At least a couple here. Might go all the way. It does. It is quick, the outfield. It's up the hill. And the genuine edge, not a forcing edge, just a pushing edge. No, raced away.
England would need a few like that. As you say, just played quite intentionally, opening the pace and letting it run, using the pace of the ball. You see that Muralidharan wasn't happy about that at all.
How many times do you see that, though, Ranji, where the ball before is easy stumping, missed, and the next ball, 4. Let's hook that away. It's wide of the man at mid-on it, just dropping short of the maximum. That's good improvisation, and I think that's what England need to do. Prepare to take the game to these spinners. They've allowed the spinners to bowl for far too long in this game.
Yes, Graham Hick looking to bombard the boundaries using the heavy artillery, and this is really the time that England needs shots like that.
Now, this has gone a long, long way up, and well taken. Well watched. Graham Hick's innings comes to an end. He's gone for 47.
Graham Hick having difficulty about getting up to the pitch of it. That ball went miles into the air. Graham Hick disappointed. He's done all the hard work.
We're going to swing it away. I think that's probably a thick outside or 3/4 top edge. Didn't have he had the height, but he couldn't get the distance. He's gone for 47. It's 152%. Robert Croft and joins Mark Elam out in the middle. And the reason he's there is the last ball over. Graham Hick trying to smash another boundary.
Getting under it a little too much, Graham Hick, and the ball going miles into the air, as you would see, and ending up as a simple catch to Indikadi Seram down at that deep square leg boundary.
Well, it's going to be called. Not sure that Robert Croft seems too bothered at all. Certainly seemed to have a foot planted. Let's have a look.
Yes, there was Kalavithana. He got the bails on quickly enough. Might be worth having another watch, but I think the batsman was in.
Well, the only doubt is whether it's in the air, and I'm not sure you can tell that. You need to have a look at that. Very difficult. Maybe from... Hard to tell from that angle. Maybe from the stump camera. Very hard to tell. I can't tell whether the boot's in the air or not. That's the problem.
That's a tough one. Yes, there's a great element of doubt there.
Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this angle here now. Very slowly now. Foot's coming back. Where's the line? I think that's in. I think he's made his ground.
Yes, I think he did drag it in, and that accounts for the dust as well. That's the drag.
the dust is there, so he's in. I think the umpire's got to simply say, with the technology, we've used it, it appears the batsman's in. Not out.
That's almost certain of being not out, as the foot is inside.
The right decision. Taken very easily, long off. Gulshan looked extremely relaxed and confident about that. Just, I don't think, quite out the middle of the bat, off the bottom, but the intent was there.
The England batsmen on this slow pitch have never got their timing right. This was like fielding practice, high in the air, and Gulshan waiting under it. Very good catch, inches inside the line.
Confidently taken, and lose their 8th wicket. It's 156 for 8. Ralph Williams gone for 28. Well, his opening spell was 7 overs, 5 maidens, 2 for 5. No surprise he starts with a dot ball. Well, that's his 3rd wicket. Sliced away to backward point. You can't really criticise the batsmen. They're left with no time and runs are desperately needed. Robert Croft trying. All he could do, though, is slice it away to backward point.
None of the England batsmen have got the measure of this pitch. And Robert Croft, being one of them, slicing it to Jawad in a simple catch.
There's every chance that Goff might not get on strike. Alan Mullally, the last man to come in. Robert Croft's gone for 4 then. It's 157 for 9. Alan Mullally then. It's the wicket. He's got it away, and that's going to go fine. That's going to go all the way to the boundary. Alan Mullally starts with the boundary. 4 to fine leg.
Very useful runs. Was straying on leg side, a rarity in this innings. And Mullally getting a little bit of bat, and when you get it fine, you're generally in business.
Yeah, I must see the field is now changing. As I say, I think Alan Mullally's likely to drive it out of the ground over long on or long off. He's certainly likely to get it to 3rd man or fine leg, as he did. So that field has now changed. And he's going to get 4 more, I think. Is he going to get there? It does. 2 boundaries. There we go. I said those were his specialist areas.
It doesn't really matter how they come, as long as the runs get on the board. That's what England needs. And Alan Mullally is picking up another boundary, an outside edge, and beats the 3rd man down there.
Chaminda Vass, another fine performance. 8 overs, 5 maidens, 3 for 13. Well, England, a lot of work to do. It never really got started, the England innings, after the first 14 overs. 6 maidens have been bowled, and 4 batsmen, 3 in a row, chopped it on. Then Graham Thorpe was caught magnificently at backward point, and then a partnership between Flintoff and Hick, and then Hick and Elam. Scott managed to get England up to 165 for 9. Graham Hick top scoring. Bowlers, Chaminda Vass, yet again the pick of it. 3 for 13, and all the bowlers chipping in. Zoyser 2 for 39.
Injury to his right knee to strip England to 165. He'll be delighted with his bowlers, and they've all done a very good job, even with Murali not getting a wicket. So Chaminda Vass, the absolute star, 3 for 13. Now it's up to the batsman.
Romesh Karatana, recalled to the side for this one-day series, didn't play in the test matches. Wicket keeper and dashing opening batsman. Well, for the final time this winter, Darren Gough will open the bowling for England. He's been an ever-present, talismanic figure in England's ranks. Always cheery, always with a smile on his face, and he deserves to put his feet up for the best part of a month when he gets home. Just hope that Yorkshire are sympathetic to that. The last thing Gough needs is protracted pre-season build-up with them. It's essential for England that Gough is allowed to rest and comes back firing for the Test series against Pakistan and Australia. Here he is then with the first ball of this Sri Lankan innings. Width over the top of slips, and 4, Sri Lanka off with a flying boundary off the last ball of Darren Gough's over. 4 without loss.
Well, not a convincing way to get off the mark. Darren Gough's not all that pleased. Short and wide. He also went off the track. Marvin Adipatu got a good piece of it. Still gone fine enough, beaten third man Alan Mullally. That's just too much room from Gough's point of view. Though, there was some encouragement because it did move off the wicket. So Sri Lanka away with the boundary.
It's picked up behind square. It's a long chase for Darren Gough, who's succeeded in just booting the ball over the boundary. A valiant effort by Gough to try and stop that. Not managed it. It's the second boundary of the innings.
Very well timed in the air. He got caught in this position from Premadasa. No fielder there on this occasion, and watch this slide from Darren Gough. Could have done himself a little bit of damage there, and then studs just taking effect, and over he goes. Couldn't prevent the boundary.
Got their own special seating area under cover by the scoreboard. It's whipped away, beautifully timed. Look at that race across this outfield. It's going to go all the way for 4. Nothing more than a flick of the wrist from Adipatu. It's his second boundary.
Trademark shot. Gets a long way across, Marvin Adipatu. Got to bowl a different line to him. Alan Mullally, this is not a bad ball by any stretch of the imagination. Just wonderful timing. Lovely use of the wrists. See how that bottom wrist just flicks through to give the bat some acceleration.
So the acting captain, Marvin Adipatu. Oh, good shot. What a lovely stroke. That is off the back foot. His timing is exquisite already in this innings. That's his third 4.
Oh, in Australia, this is a ripper, as they say. Absolutely beautifully timed. Darren Gough bowling at 80 miles an hour and off the back foot, one of the hardest shots in the world to play. Just stood tall, Marvin Adipatu. Check followed through. Lovely full face of the bat. Graham Thorpe, no chance at all. That's 14, but no one carried on.
It's through extra cover from Kalu this time. That's a glorious stroke. It's a no ball as well to add insult to injury.
And he's got the angle right. Nice early backlift. Weight going forward into the shot. Not entirely off the middle, but a good swing of the bat. Enough acceleration to get it away for 4.
Oh, glorious, glorious. What a shot that is. That's Kalu getting in on the act with the timing now. Beautiful flick through square leg for 4.
Lovely set of wrists. This is just a great shot. It really isn't a half volley. He's made it into something. You can see that's a good length ball. Judged it to perfection. Played underneath the eyes and just a flick of the wrist. Really raced away. The Sri Lankans, that's another story. It's pretty close though.
Too high. Ball was doing all the right things. Coming back from outside off stump, the batsman was on the back foot, but I think you'll find that was going over the top.
A classic dismissal for Marvin Adepatu, who likes to play on the back foot, but Darren Gough did all the right things, but just too high. It's hit well above the roll. We'll see from the side here. And though he's on the back foot, that's going well over the top. Nipped back nicely though, so there is some movement.
Anything like as much as they do here at home. Nicely played away. Malali's after it, but it's another vain chase.
Kalu gets the ball away very well through the leg side. England may have balled too straight at him. Ball angled from over the wicket. Doesn't miss through the leg side. Quite prepared to get the ball in the air, but he times it well. Roll of the wrist and gets his hands through.
Pleasant way to bring up the Sri Lankan 50.
This one-day series. It's hard work.
Found the gap again. That'll run away for 4 as well. That was beautifully timed and beautifully paced by Adepatu.
Space through the offside. The poise and the balance there. Just punches the ball through the offside. Not the same spin for Robert Croft as the Sri Lankan bowlers, but 8 fours now for Sri Lanka.
The way the Sri Lankans tackle their task of scoring runs on these types of pitches, mostly straight bat shots, and they're very effective with the cut too. Eight off the over, 60 for no wicket now. Fabulous execution of that cut shot again.
England always tend to rely on the 3 or 4 seamers.
It's pulled away. That'll be 4 more.
He doesn't miss through the leg side. Very dangerous player, Kalu. His strike rate is excellent. His average is not brilliant, but he scores quickly and he doesn't miss through the leg side. Just needs something that's back of a length. Only excuse, go and have a lie down, lads.
Malali to Kalu. In the air, over the top, 4 more. A bad day so far for Alan Malali. Don't expect him to bowl with so much width.
It's effective batting from Kalu. Confident. You see it in the shots that he plays. Over the top, stand and deliver. Any sort of width, and Malali has ball width in this innings. He's gone for 28 and he's only into his 4th over.
Mashed away. Well, you don't often see a player react that quickly to a no ball being called, but Kalawitana picked up the length immediately and swatted that away through straight mid-wicket.
He's good, isn't he? He's good to watch. Kalu seizes again on anything leg side, short of a length, quite prepared to go aerial. Only a small guy, but he packs a punch. And there are some very, very good young players. Very good.
Nick Knight's after this one. He won't catch it either. Yet another Kalawitana boundary.
Give me some width and I'll hit you for 4. That's all he needs, Kalu. and he finds the gap. It's an attacking shot that finds the gap. Look how he sets himself forward. He's only small.
64 balls. Pull that one away. That's going to go to the boundary. That brings up his 50, and a fine way to do it. The ball wasn't that short. It's almost a sweet pull. It raced away. 19 overs gone. It's 88 without loss. Raises his bat and acknowledges the applause.
A celebration all around, but Kaluwitana smacks that away. Very, very short by Croft, and receives the punishment it deserves.
I think the credit to the batsman here, I think Croft might have thought he was coming down the wicket at him. But Kalu outthought him. Excellent 50. His 21st. That's whipped away. That's going to go to the boundary. Drift onto his legs, short or full. He's a very effective player on the leg side.
Was sweetly timed by Kaluwitana. Just a flick of the wrist. Spraying on the leg side, and just say Kalu, just a flick of the wrist, and the ball just races through. Terrific pace along the outfield.
20 overs gone. 95 without loss. There you go. It's all about his strength in the leg. Let's look at this little package here. Nice shot through the offside on the up. There you go. Leg stump again. He's good in that area. Short or full. Width outside the off stump. Pulled away. It's going to go to the boundary as well. That brings up the 100 partnership. Sri Lanka 103 without loss after 21 overs. The area to bowl. He's quite good in that area.
Oh, he's been fed on his strength, Kaluwitana. William once again just straying around middle and leg, and you can't keep Kaluwitana quiet in that area. Just whips it away with that turn of the wrist.
Excellent timing, but well, that's poor bowling. Might not quite get to the boundary. It might just, though. It does. Long chase for Graham Hick. All in vain. Total moves on to 112 without loss.
Again, a very poor delivery from Elam. Drifting down leg side and feeding Kaluwitana into his strength. He whips it away. Just enough legs to get to the boundary.
It's well played. Again, making the bowler think he was coming down the wicket. Very quick on his feet. That's what we were talking about earlier when England were batting. You've got to take the game to the bowlers, particularly the spin bowlers. Kalu does, and it's rewarded.
Croft having enormous problems with Kaluwitana, once again dragging it down short, thinking that Kaluwitana was charging him, using his feet to him, and paying the penalty, being cracked on the way on the offside.
Well, it'll go down as a chance, but I think Robert Croft will be quite pleased to have got out the way of it. It's hit very, very hard.
Oh, that came in with enormous power, almost took Croft's hands off, and certainly a chance, but a very hard one. He's a very busy cricketer, and all the time looking for innovations, new ways of trying to get the ball away.
This time he has got it over the top. Quick on his feet. Excellent shot. A lot of space down there, you know.
It's like a flash up to the pitch of it. Well up to it, and he sees the open space.
Edged wide of slip. That'll go for 4 more. End of the 25th over, the halfway mark. It's 127 without loss.
Runs coming in all directions. The outside edge, past the first slip, and 4 more to Kaluwitana.
Halfway stage. I don't think Sri Lanka are going to need the other 25 overs. Just require 39 to win now. To talk you through the next half hour or so, Paul Allotts and David Lloyd.
Thanks, Ian. Well, I think they'll need many of the second 25, that's for sure, the Sri Lankans. Mark Elam's bowling again, and again erring down the leg side, and it's 4 more. $131 without loss now. Elam's into his 6th overs, gone for 22, but it's been too much leg side stuff for my liking.
An excellent batting from Sri Lanka. Take nothing away from them. This is high-class batting. Ball has been fed down the leg side. That's not an area that he wants to bowl.
More width, and Kalu just waits and waits for that. You could almost see him check before he hit that ever so hard through square cover. Another boundary.
Just 3 words: short, wide, 4.
That's Kalu's 17th 4. And that's his 18th. Easy as pie.
It's a terrific exhibition from Kalu. Take nothing away from him. Very dangerous player at the top of the innings for Sri Lanka. He's got a tremendous strike rate throughout his career. His strike rate now 91 from 91, 100%. There will be places up for grabs.
Oh, what an answer. What a glorious stroke that is. One of the hardest shots in the book to play. It's not a half volley, but it's been stroked through straight mid-on for 4, and it's 150 without loss.
Played some cracking shots. No better than that. Gough thinks he was out, LBW. Not been any better than that from Kalu.
Down the track again, launched over extra cover this time. That'll go for 4. Plenty of bat on that, and yet again another perfectly safe shot. Very well played by using his feet for a Madapatu.
Very difficult shot to defend. Batsman makes his mind up to come down the pitch, gives himself room outside leg stump. It's through the ball, over the top, extra cover. Good partnership.
It might be over now. All the way down to a long off boundary. Atapatu brings up his own 50. And a convincing win. Thrashing, in actual fact. Final one there. Atapatu 53 not out. Kalu 102 not out. Sri Lanka reaching the total 16.1 overs remaining.
Well, that's the way to play, with style. Terrific batting performance from acting captain Atapatu, but the little fella, Kalawitarana, memorable century for him, 102 from 117 deliveries.
Remaining.
Well, that's the way to play, with style. Terrific batting performance from acting captain Atapatu, but the little fella, Kalawitarana, memorable century for him, 102 from 117 deliveries. A smile as wide as you like. He's played terrifically well. Seizes onto anything just short of a length and whips it through the leg side, but he's a powerful player. Well organised cricket by Sri Lanka. They've thoroughly deserved this victory. They've thoroughly deserved the series victory. A lot of things to work on for England. Take nothing away from Sri Lanka. They played excellent cricket.
They certainly have. Just hope England have learned something from watching the way these guys play. They don't let any bowler settle. There's the captain, knee injury. Turns Jayasuriya, and he'll be delighted. Coach in front of him, Gav Watmore. England were put in by Sri Lanka, which surprised us all. And in the first 14 overs, there were 6 maidens bowled to them. Something they're going to have to address. Then the first 3 then chopped it all on to the stumps. Trescothick, Stewart and Knight. Thorpe was out to a blinding catch. Sangakkara. The partnership between Hick and Flintoff. And then Hick and Elam. But England really nowhere near the total they should have scored on this wicket. Chaminda Vas, 8 overs, 5 maidens, 3 for 13. All the bowlers chipping in. Zoysa 2 for 39, Damasina 2 for 35, Murli, as ever, not giving much away, none for 28. Samawira 1 for 27, and Russell Arnold allowed to bowl 8 overs, 1 for 19. Well, the Sri Lankan card, there it is, 10-wicket thrashing. Magnificent innings from Kalawitarana to Patu. The acting captain was quite happy to sit at the other end and watch the ball disappear. The England bowlers, Darren Gough, none for 30, Ahmed Ali, expensive, none for 51, Craig White, none for 18 from 4, Robert Croft, none for 39, and Mark Elam, none for 26. Story of the game then, the third and final one-day international. Sri Lanka, clean sweep, 3-0, England batting first, put in by Adapadu, 165 for 9, Hick 46, Elam 28, Flintoff 24, and in reply Sri Lanka won by 10 wickets with 16.1 overs remaining, 166 without loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final presentation for this one-day series between Sri Lanka and England. Congratulations to Sri Lanka for emphatically winning the series 3-0.
Graham Hick tried to set it light, and then he had Vas, of course, doing his bit. But my man of the match is Romesh Kalawitarana.
Romesh, up you come. You've got a cheque for $1,000 and a trophy presented by the Chief Executive. Very well done, Romesh. We've not wiped that smile off you yet, have we? Look at it. Wonderful smile.
Yes, thank you. I needed that very badly, so thank God it came on right time.
It was a very good batting pitch, wasn't it? Especially this afternoon.
Yeah, it was slow in the morning, but the wicket became good in the afternoon.
Now, what's the plan when you were out there batting, just to get the runs as quickly as possible?
Not really. I wanted to bat on because I needed a big score. But I tried to bet what normally I used to, so I succeeded.
Well, it was a great innings. Thanks very much for entertaining us.
Thank you very much.
And now Graham LeBroy will announce the man of the series.
The man of the series is Marwan Atapatu.
Marvin, up you come. Check for $2,500, and that's presented by Telanga Sumaripala, and a trophy as well. Marvin, what a great day it is today. A brilliant victory for you. A captain and you're now man of the series.
Exactly. To be handling this side, it's a pleasure, and the way the boys played right throughout this game was excellent.
Yeah, and today's batting was pretty impressive as well. You just had to not exactly stand and watch at the other end, but it was a pretty impressive performance.
That's what I normally do when Sanath or maybe Kalu gets going, and it was Kalu this time, and it was a pleasure looking from the other side.
Well, it was a pleasure watching as well. Very well done.
Thank you very much.
Now we'd like to have a quick chat with Graham Thorpe, the captain of the England team. Well, it's been probably a long week, hasn't it, Graham?
Yeah, it has. Congratulations to the Sri Lankan team. You know, they played exceptionally well in this series, and they deserve their victory. Thanks to our boys for their efforts, Ed, but it's been a tough series against them, and they've completely outplayed us. And thanks to all the English people who have supported us throughout this Test series and one-day series as well.
I think England have got a lot to learn in the way that they play the one-day game. Have you learnt something already in these 3 games?
Yeah, that we probably need to come back and play in these countries a lot more before you know, we can actually give them a serious game of one-day cricket here.
That's a very good point, but I think the boys overall through the winter, it's been marvellous. 2 Test victories for England and go home relatively happy.
Yeah, we've been really proud of our performances this winter, you know, in Pakistan and here. We fell away a little bit in this one-day series, but generally our performances have been very good all winter, and we're proud of that.
OK, thanks very much, Graham. Now it's time for the winners. The Sri Lankans have emphatically beaten England in this one-day series, and it's time now for Sanath Jayasuriya to come up and receive the trophy and a cheque for $7,500 US. The Honourable Minister of Sport and Tourism to present the trophy and the cheque. Well done, Sanath. Happy smiling faces over there.
I think yes, because we lost the Test series and we badly need to win this one-day series. I think players played really hard, and from the Amula game, I think I must thank all the players, their hard work, and I also want to thank the English team coming and having a nice series here and one-days and Test matches.
It's been a great team performance by Sri Lanka, hasn't it? Everybody's contributed.
I think from the first one-day game, I think today Kalu played a brilliant inning, 100, and with Marwan, I think Chaminda Vas bowled really well in the morning. I think right throughout the one-day series, bowlers and the batsmen played really well, and it was great effort by all the players.
You've got better and better as the series has gone on as well, haven't you?
Yeah, when we were losing, when we were a little bit down, and after that, I think the boys, I realised that we want to do well in the one-day series, and they played really well and really hard cricket.
Well done, Sanath. Thanks for talking to us. Go and have a celebration with the rest of the boys. Now, just before the presentation finishes, I'd like to ask the Honourable Minister for Sport and Tourism to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Paul. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the Sri Lankan team for winning the one-day team, and also the English side for winning the Test series. It has been a great game of cricket, and I think the ultimate winner was cricket. And we would like to thank the 10,000 British fans who came to Sri Lanka to watch cricket in this beautiful island of ours. Let us give them a big hand. I think it is a great vote of confidence on Sri Lanka. 10,000 British fans, and I hope to see you all in 2003. And to the TV coverage, it was excellent, and I thank you for doing excellent.